Hey there, it's Mark Lamberth, CEO of Rocket Science, and in this video I want to talk about is marketing your contracting business an investment or an expense. Now, I talk with contractors every day. We've got a big podcast. We're constantly on sales calls with guides. We've got a bunch of clients. We build websites, do local SEO and Google Ads management for them. And I can tell you, being in the field, that there's a big dividing line between two different types of companies. Companies that view marketing as an expense, like just some crappy line item that they don't really want to deal with, or an investment of a way to take their money and put it into a vehicle that can 3, 5, 10x into revenue. This is a dividing line that separates out the losers and the winners. Now, of course, I would say all this because I run a marketing agency for contractors. However, this is a critical, fundamental business skill, and I've been in business for 25 years. I've consulted many different types of industries, and I can tell you that if you think that marketing is an expense, then your business has got some grave concerns. And if you see it as an investment, then it's a very important mindset to have. Now, look, I know that you've spent thousands, 5,000, 10, 20,000, many thousands of dollars on marketing agencies. Okay, we've been doing this for a long time. We've been running Rocket Science here for 7 years. The marketing, online digital marketing space has been, alive and well for 20 years. And you've actually gone through 2 or 3 or 4 companies that have made big promises. You've spent money with them and you haven't gotten the results. However, that doesn't mean that marketing doesn't work. And even though you have spent many thousands of dollars trying to get this right, you need to spend that money again. You just need to go do it again. Okay, it didn't work before. You have to keep trying. It's not like because of the experience that you had before didn't work, that marketing doesn't work. Now, what I've seen is that contractors across the board have got quite poor marketing efforts. Their website is all broken down. It's not mobile responsive. It doesn't work on a mobile phone. They don't put any time into local SEO. They don't collect reviews. They don't spend money on Google Ads. That's what probably 2/3 of the industry does, or say 70 or even 80%. The other 10 to 20% that they just kind of get it. These people, they own a lot of real estate. Okay, all of their trucks are paid off. They are not worried about having work for their guys, having them have 40 or 45 hours a week like they need. And instead have a crew standing around that you're giving them 28 hours to a week, that's not going to work, right? We're entering a really interesting time for contractors because things are slowing down. And the folks that really understand this idea, first of all, they're going to have less competition. And the folks that just kind of get this concept, they are going to it's like winner take all, okay? When they have got a budget of $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, $8,000 a month, that if it's done properly, then that kind of vehicle is earning a reward of 3, 5, 10x times the total marketing cost. Now, you have to get everything right. You have to get your sales team right. You have to get your phone handling right. You need to return those calls in 60 seconds or you're just lighting money on fire. On the internet, leads are very fickle. They don't have any loyalty to you. They've never heard of you before, but that's what you want. You want to be reaching out to people who don't know you. I mean, you've already built your referral business as much as you can, and you can't keep scaling referrals. You have to scale the company, to scale your contracting business, your flooring, your remodeling, your roofing company. You need to go out and talk with strangers. Okay, that's where the great game of business really starts. It's selling to strangers. It's having such a great offering, dealing with phone so well, having a great website, it being clear, there being a call to action at the top right, a logo at the top left, having video testimonials on your site, having a great Google business profile, investing in that. The truth is, at the end of the day, you don't actually own a flooring company, you own a marketing company, a marketing and sales business, and flooring is just the service that you offer. You could actually have subs do all of that work, and you could just focus on the marketing and sales, and you could spend all of your time focused on that. And that is where amazing growth is. It's hard to really appreciate this, and I don't want to offend anybody, but you don't have a roofing company, you have a marketing company. Taking your offering to the marketplace and have complete strangers who've never heard of you now know that you exist is a key function of business. I want to quickly share this thing here. I looked up over here on Google. Let's take a look at what Google has to say about it. Is marketing a business an investment or an expense? Marketing is best viewed as a strategic investment, not just an expense, because when done effectively, it builds long-term assets like brand equity, customer loyalty, and market share, driving future revenue growth, similar to investing in equipment or staff rather than a short-term cost. While certain marketing activities like ads are expenses, the overall function is an investment in future success, fueling the sales engine and creating sustainable value. Another way, sorry, I don't have any water here. Another way to look at this is that as a business owner, if you've gotten up to 7 figures, you're beyond that, and you probably are, you are actually a money manager. Okay, you're like an asset manager, like at, Goldman Sachs, right? I mean, I know you don't want to deal with any of that world and all the like fancy Wall Street stuff, but the thing is, I mean, those people, they take money and they invest it and they get good returns and they siphon off part of it to their own fees. If you are a resource allocator, that's what you do. You have more than enough, money to kind of pay the basic overhead. And now you have to allocate it in the proper places. So that may be buying new trucks, it may be staffing up, right? But I mean, you're really a resource manager. And so what can you do to get the highest return if you were someone that worked on Wall Street or some kind of banker type and you were getting paid a fee to get the highest return possible? Where would you get that? Look, it's a simple answer. It's in what's called marketing, this idea that of taking complete strangers and making them aware of you, going from 0 to 1, going from unknown to known. All right, so something to think about here in the next year. As the market's shifting and as you are trying to figure out where to allocate these resources, consider that we like to say that minimum you need to spend 5% of what you expect to get in revenue growth. And so I talk to contractors all the time, saying we want to grow $1 million this year. It's okay, well, do you have $50,000 to allocate at marketing to make that happen? I mean, where do you expect it to come from? Okay, you've already maxed out your referrals. The businesses that are doing amazing, contractors, builders, they are really allocating more like 7 to 8% or even up to 10%. Okay, I mean, they allocate 10% to Google ads, to local SEO, to newspapers, billboards, TV ads, and they spend $50,000 on that, and it brings back $500,000 in new business. Where else are you going to get a return like that in the business? Okay, so I would love to see you just take this on, and like I've done here, consider actually just go look it up on Google. Okay, why is marketing a business required? Well, it's required because it builds brand awareness, attracts and retains customers, drives sales and revenue, differentiates a business from competitors. That's huge. Your competitors, they're not marketing either. It fosters crucial customer relationships that you can continue to sell to, that you can have future jobs that you do for them. I mean, you have customers call you back after 7 years to say, hey, Ed, we bought a new house and you guys did great for us back when. That is all part of today's marketing effort, prospecting effort to reach out, establish this new relationship. This is what's going to build your legacy. It's going to build your inheritance for your kids. It's going to build something for you to pass on, for you to bring home profit so you can spend it however the heck that you want, right? Our goal here at Rocket Science is to get you as much profit as possible. And I hope this video can help you do that.